My name is Patricia. I'm 73 years old, and for most of my life, I believed that being a good mother meant giving everything, my time, my savings, my heart, without ever asking for anything in return. That belief almost destroyed me, but one summer weekend changed everything. It started with an invitation that wasn't really an invitation. My only son, James, called me in early June. Mom, we're organizing a big family reunion at Lake Tahoe next month. Lakeside resort, cabins, barbecue, boat rides, the works. But honestly, it's going to be expensive and a lot of traveling for you. The drive is long, the paths are uneven. Maybe it's better if you stay home this time. We'll FaceTime you for an hour on Sunday so you can say hi to everyone. I remember pausing, the phone suddenly heavy in my hand. Are you sure, James? I could fly. I'd love to see the grandkids. No, Mom, really. Rest. We'll send pictures. I said, okay. What else could I say? A week later, the photos started flooding my phone and Facebook. 40 people. James's wife, their 3 children, my sister's kids, cousins I hadn't seen in years, even James's in-laws, smiling on the dock, raising wine glasses at sunset, posing on rented speedboats. The caption on James's post read, "Family time is the best time. Grateful for everyone who made it." Everyone who made it, except me. I sat in my quiet living room in Oakland, scrolling through the images, and something inside me finally cracked. For the past 12 years, I had been sending James $2,000 every month to help with expenses, he always said. College loans that never seemed to end, car payments, summer camps, a new roof after a storm. I never questioned it. I told myself it was what mothers do. What James never knew, what no one in the family knew, was that I didn't need to live like I was scraping by. 28 years ago, my childless Uncle Raymond passed away. He left me his small but thriving vineyard in Napa Valley. 30 acres of Cabernet Sauvignon and Chardonnay vines, a stone tasting room, a modest farmhouse with a wraparound porch overlooking rolling hills. I kept it running through a trusted manager. The profits, quiet, steady 6 figures most years, went straight into investments and a separate account I never touched. I continued living in my same 2-bedroom house, driving the same 10-year-old car, wearing the same cardigans, because I wanted to help my family, because I thought love was measured in sacrifice. After seeing those reunion photos, I couldn't pretend anymore. The following weekend, I drove up to Napa alone. The vines were heavy with fruit. The air smelled of warm earth and ripening grapes. I walked the rows I hadn't visited in person for years, touched the leaves, listened to the hum of bees. For the first time in decades, I felt like I was exactly where I belonged. I called my manager, Elena. Let's open the tasting room to a private group next Saturday. Just friends and neighbors. No big budget, just good wine, cheese, music under the stars. That Saturday evening, 30 people came. The women from my Tuesday painting class who always saved me a seat, the retired couple next door who brought me soup when I had the flu, the librarian who recommended books that made me laugh again, a few distant cousins who still called on my birthday just to talk. We sat at long wooden tables on the lawn, glasses clinking, laughter floating over the vineyard. Someone started singing an old folk song. I joined in, voice shaky at first, then stronger. I took photos, not many, just enough. Me laughing with paint still on my fingers, me raising a glass with people who showed up because they wanted to, not because I paid for it. I posted one on Facebook with a simple caption, "My real family celebrating with me in Napa." Within an hour, my phone rang. James. What the hell? Napa? A vineyard? Since when do you own a vineyard? Since your great Uncle Raymond died 28 years ago. Silence. Then angry. You've been sitting on that kind of money while we've been struggling? While I've been paying for everything? I let the words hang between us. James, I said quietly, for 12 years I've sent you $2,000 every month. That money came from this place, the place you never asked about, the place you never invited me to share with you. You told me the reunion was too much trouble for me, so I stopped being trouble." He started shouting about how ungrateful I was, how selfish, how the family needed me. I listened until he ran out of breath. Then I said, "I love you, James. I always will. But love doesn't mean I have to keep paying for people who only call when the account is low. If you ever want to visit, just to sit on this porch and talk like we used to, my door will be open. Until then, I'm going to live the life I've earned." I hung up. He called twice more that week, once asking about family emergencies, once about the grandkids missing their grandma. Both times I answered politely, listened, and ended with the same gentle boundary. "I'm here when you're ready to see me, not my checkbook." He hasn't heard from me now for 4 months, except for one short text on my birthday. "Happy birthday, Mom." No call, no visit, no apology. That's okay. These days, I wake up to birds and vineyard mist. I paint in the mornings, pour wine for guests in the afternoons, read on the porch at sunset. My painting group comes every other weekend. Neighbors drop by with tomatoes from their garden. Last month, a second cousin I hadn't spoken to in 15 years drove up just to say hello. I'm not lonely. I'm surrounded by people who choose me every day. And for the first time in 73 years, I finally understand. Real family isn't the one you're born into. It's the one that shows up, even when there's nothing left to give.